Hello, everyone. Welcome to euroTech Studies Cybersecurity webinar. I'm Selim Karaca. I work as Cybersecurity Course Coordinator. I have a background in industrial engineering and electronic communication systems. Previously, I worked as a pen tester and then gave network pen testing lessons here at the euroTech study. Today, one of our instructors and few graduates will be joining us. We are excited to have you here and ready to help you start your journey into cybersecurity. Please feel free to take notes and ask questions during the Q&A session. Let's get started and explore the amazing world of cybersecurity careers. Before we begin, let's go over our presentation structure so you know what to expect in the next slides. This session is normally designed to last 1.5 hours. First, I will start with who we are and what we are doing for you. Then my colleague, Mr. Soydan, will define what is cybersecurity, and he will explain why you should consider a career in cybersecurity. Following that, he will explain the course content, and he will touch each module shortly to give you a clear picture of what you will be given during this boot camp. And then he will mention about which cybersecurity roles you can apply after you graduated from this boot camp. Then I will take the floor, and then I will mention the certificates that you will get. Some of the certificates are related to exams. Most of them are related to CompTIA. And also, when you complete upon graduation, you will get some certifications. I will explain a little bit about this topic. Then I will also mention about laboratory facilities that you will use during the lessons. And also I will talk about the course environments and the platforms you will use during the boot camp. I think this is one of the most important section maybe in this presentation, why you should choose euroTech study. Don't worry, I will give you enough strong reasons and justifications to select euroTech study. Then few graduated students will be with us. And then I will give a little bit information about Gutschein. At the end of the webinar, we will have a Q&A session. You can ask your questions. Okay, let me talk a little bit about euroTech study. euroTech study is a leading IT education and a career development company. It was founded in 2019. The company operates in the IT sector and offering job center approved courses in various fields. Cybersecurity engineering course is actually one of the flagship programs that euroTech has. Our goal is to bridge the gap between education and employment, and also to help students transition into technical careers. We provide structured career-focused programs that prepare students for real-world job roles. For more information, you can visit our website and you can follow us on the social media. Okay, how our cybersecurity training prepares you for the success. This slide actually shows 4 key benefits of joining our program. Whether you are a career changer, an IT professional, or just starting, it doesn't matter. Cybersecurity is a high demand field with millions of job opportunities worldwide. With intensive and hands-on training, you can transition into cybersecurity without needing prior IT experience. Our program also combines theoretical information and the practical learning. And also group training is also important because cybersecurity is not just a technical field. It's about teamwork and the communication. Students participate in group projects, especially in the project module, and you will run into cybersecurity challenges and hands-on simulations. Actually, all this type of stuff is to replicate real business environments. this will prepare you for the real life work actually. And also the other benefits you will get from this bootcamp is soft skills. Technical skills alone are not enough. Soft skills matter in cybersecurity role as well. This program helps students develop communication, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. Through mock interviews and the career coaching, students learn how to present their skills effectively in job interviews. Okay, now I will give the floor to my colleague, Mr. Soydan, and then he will start with what is cybersecurity, and then he will go on. Yes, Mr. Soydan, floor is yours.
Hello, thank you so much. Have a good evening, everyone. My name is Alperen Soydan. I have been in cybersecurity industry more than 7 years. I had experience with defense industry, and now currently I'm working as a digital forensics and incident response analyst for an international company in the Netherlands. Today we will talk about cybersecurity, what we are doing, and all the concept and context of our trainings. So first of all, what is cybersecurity? We are telling that it's the protection of the systems connected to internet. Also, some of them are not connected, but still they're having some problems about security, including softwares, hardwares, and data. And if I want to add something about cybersecurity, it's one of the biggest concerns of the countries and the organizations all around the world. Like NATO accepted cyberspace as the fifth war area. Each country, like big countries like US, China, and other countries, all have policies about cybersecurity to protect their information technology environment, IT environment as we call it. So it's really critical to protecting data and the systems which contains the confidential critical information. And mainly in cybersecurity, we are practicing to protect the systems from unauthorized accesses, cyber threats, breaches, digital attacks, and all kind of cyber attacks and threats, we say. And nowadays, cyber threats are constantly evolving, with hackers targeting businesses, governments, and individuals to gain some benefits, profits, and earns. When we talk about cybersecurity, actually, I mean, we are all aware what's happening around. Like when we talk about real world examples about cyber threats, like hacking, data breaches, confidential information leakage, ransomware attacks, it's really popular nowadays. Every company or every people have problem with it. Other than that, we have some bigger critical problems like APTs. Actually, we have hot topic about that. Yesterday, maybe you heard that, but one of the crypto exchanges got hacked, and $1.5 billion of money just stolen by the North Korean APT group, Advanced Persistent Threats, which are supported by the government. So it's from yesterday. I mean, it's happening every day. So that's a big issue. Cyber espionage, again, it's mostly related about the countries, governments, and the critical infrastructures. We have artificial intelligence nowadays. It's really a hot topic, and we are seeing all over the around about the artificial intelligence. And to protect our environments, to protect everything, we are trying to use defensive cybersecurity strategies and all kind of policies, we can say. Next one, please. Why a career in cybersecurity? So you can see all the statistics on the screen. Global cybercrime damage predicted to hit 10.5 trillion annually by 2025. And we are talking about nowadays, we are missing, we are lack of people, maybe around 4 million people in cybersecurity industry. And it's getting increased actually. And always we are looking teammates, we are looking for someone to protect our environments and companies. Next one, please. Yes, also other statistics here. So what do we have? We have nowadays mainly problem about the human resource mostly, and we are trying to get ready to people to the industry. We are trying to increase our awareness about cloud security, intelligence, and malware analysis. As you can see, these are the highly needed following skills on the screen. Also, we have some job titles that we are trying to trying to learn in our training, like cybersecurity analyst, penetration tester, network engineer, cybersecurity manager. All are about the cybersecurity and the other fields, other essential topics about cybersecurity actually. Next one, please. So yes, you can see the gap and it's increasing. Actually, I think I just memorized the last statistics from 2023. We have 4 million gap, and now it's almost 5 million. You can tell that. Why is it always increasing? The problem is that the cybersecurity is a bit hard field to move. I mean, you need to learn some essentials, then you need to learn cybersecurity, then you need to improve your skills. And also, the governments, organizations, and companies still trying to understand the importance, some of them still trying to understand the importance of cybersecurity. So as you can see, the gap is still increasing. It's, I believe, more than 5 million nowadays, but yeah, it's a big issue, and we are trying to get more people into industry because of that. Next one, please. So what we have, we are starting with the two essential topics of cybersecurity, which is network and system management. As you can see at the beginning of the course, we have IT fundamentals, network fundamentals lessons, which are teaching mainly about the basics and essentials, what we should know in cybersecurity industry. Then we have Windows server administration, Linux basics. Linux is one of the most popular operating systems in industry, we can say. Also, we have firewall administration course. So when I say cybersecurity is a big field, I mean that there are a lot of different titles, a lot of different job titles in the industry. And one of them is management of the cybersecurity tools. And firewall is one of the most important tool in cybersecurity. And also in this course, we are having firewall administration lesson with the real life exams with the real firewall, which is used by the most of banks, companies, governments, and organizations all around the world. Then we had cloud content. Cloud, as you know, mostly we are transforming the cloud nowadays, and Azure is one of the most important one, which is Microsoft, mainly Microsoft Cloud, and we are trying to teach the cloud to get ready for the industry and all cloud around, I can say. Then we have penetration testing or pen test, and it's one of the fun fields, I can say, because mostly when you jump into cybersecurity, you are always trying to hack someone, right? So that's the place that you are doing it. Penetration testing is we are also calling it as ethical hacking. It's mostly about compromising the systems, thinking like a hacker, and trying to hack the systems. And we are teaching mostly what we are doing in real life as a penetration tester or ethical hacker. Then we have SOC analyst or security operations center analyst, which is about defending the other side. So maybe I can talk about it a little bit shortly. Mainly we have two fields, defense and offense, and it's like a yin and yang. So each one contains the other one in it, but at the same time we are trying to do the one. So penetration testing is the offensive side of the cybersecurity. We are trying to think like a hacker and trying to do something. And SOC analyst or security operations center is the defensive side of cybersecurity. And we are trying to prevent the block attackers. So both sides is really fun, I can say. I'm on the defensive side actually normally, but I have experience with both of them. But so it's like a war, but for the company, teamwork at the same time, I can say. Then we have information security officer. It's mainly about the policy making and deciding the company cybersecurity policies. Then after all of them, when you feel ready about cybersecurity and when you get all the essentials about the different topics in cybersecurity, we have project and practical modules. So project module is the module that you are practicing all the things you have learned in the training. So it's mostly on you. You are practicing, and we are trying to find your lack of knowledge or find the topics that you are missing, and we are trying to close the gaps here. And practical module is actually internship module. So we are just having some agreements with some companies, and you are just getting real life examples from the companies, I can say. Next one, please. So IT fundamentals, information technology is the main essential field of cybersecurity, and we see the different parts or different parts of the information technology, like the computers, main technology of the IT, IoT and mobile systems. IoT is the Internet of Things. As you know that nowadays everything is connected to the internet. So also in this module, we are talking about the things connected to the internet and how they work. And also mobiles like the phones, tablets, and all kinds of devices that we are calling as mobile. We have network components. When we say network, actually, we are talking about the communication of the IT systems, like the IoT devices, like the mobile devices, servers, and computers. And as you know, nowadays, everything is connected to a network. Like when you search Google in your browser, actually, you are in some kind of network, and you are trying to connect the servers of Google, and at the same time, you are doing some network connections. So mainly we are talking about the components which provides this connection. Virtualization systems, also these are really hot topic. We are virtualizing lots of things, like for efficiency, for the efficient usage. And also we are talking about Windows basics, but I know most of you are using the Windows as your main device, but we are going more depth. I mean, we are talking about the technical part of the Windows and the essentials of the operating system. Next one, please. Network module, actually, I a bit talked about that. I mean, we are talking about the communications of the different information technology systems. We are talking about the network devices to provide this connection, protocols and modules to communicate together, different layers of network, and how they proceed the data and send them and transfer them to the other layers. Router configuration. Router is one of the most critical assets of our network communication, and also we are talking about it. We are talking about configuration of router and how we configure to communicate the different devices in our network. Then we are talking about network security. It's, of course, the network is really critical to connect the different IT systems. Also, it's really important to secure the environment and provide the network security. Then at the end, you are getting CompTIA Network Plus exam. It's mainly about the lessons that we have learned in network module, and you are getting really reputational certification in the industry from CompTIA about the network. Next one, please. Operating systems. As we said, we have two major operating system nowadays, Windows and Linux. And we have lessons about both of them. We are talking about Windows servers and Active Directory, and Active Directory is the mechanism to manage the centrally manage the Windows devices in a company or enterprise environment. And like, it's not common for the workstations or endpoint devices like we are using at home, but when you work for a company, all the devices are managed centrally by Active Directory, and also we have lessons and we have some topics to learn, manage Active Directory here. And Linux, it's really important. The little penguin here. In cybersecurity, we are using Linux most of places, like servers, like penetration testing tools, or like security operation tools. So also we are learning essentials and how to manage Linux, how to configure it, and how to deal with it actually. Then when this module is done, we are getting CompTIA Linux Plus. Also, it's really nice exam and nice certification for the industry. Also, actually, just a short recommendation. You can just make a research about these certifications. You can check them in LinkedIn, and you can see how they are popular in the industry actually. But CompTIA Linux Plus is also really important, I can say. Next one, please. Firewall module. As I said, firewall is like the protector of our network. And as you can see on the picture on the right, so mainly that's the main asset, or that's the main tool. It protects us from the outside of our network. So Fortinet is one of the biggest vendors in the world. And as I said, most of the banks, governments, organizations are using Fortinet nowadays. And for the firewall module, we are working on FortiGuard, which is the protection mechanism, different tools of Fortinet. I mean, next generation firewall, IDS, IPS, and these kind of network protection tools, critical tools. Also, we are working on in depth on FortiGuard, like the interface configurations, SSL VPN. As you know, VPN is really popular nowadays because of the remote work and the hybrid work environments. Port forwarding and IPS antivirus configurations. These are also network protection mechanisms to protect our environment from the hackers or bad guys, I can say. Also, at the end of this, we are working on Fortinet FCP for 7.4 administrator exam. So with this one also, you are getting experience about how to become a network security administrator or network security manager, I mean. Cloud module, it's about cloud. Nowadays, everything almost about cloud actually. And we are talking about cloud computing, virtualization, and infrastructure in cloud, mostly Microsoft Azure, cloud management and monitoring, security side. Of course, first, again, we are starting with essentials, then we are learning the security side of cloud and how to protect it. Cloud networking, migration and deployment. Also, you are learning how to migrate your on-prem environment to the cloud, and also cloud troubleshooting and how to understand the problems in cloud environment. Next one, please. Pen test module, as I said, as a new learner, is one of the most fun part, I can say, because it's about hacking and it's about thinking like a hacker and like bad guys. So first we are having cybersecurity 101, like the CIA triad and terminologies. Actually, these are mostly about information technology, but also it's core of cybersecurity, because cybersecurity is one of the fields in information security, we can say. We are talking about malware types, cyber attack frameworks, cryptography. It's interesting. It's like, when you heard that, you are thinking like it's like math, but also we are using cryptography in cybersecurity a lot. And password attacks, like how to crack a password and how to use the passwords when you get during the penetration testing or any kind of research. And then network penetration testing. So we already talked about network security. And of course, on the other hand, we are trying to compromise, we are trying to hack the networks. And network penetration testing is mostly about how to work on networks and how to hack them. Web application penetration testing, everywhere is web application nowadays. We are using maybe more than 100 different web applications every day. We are connecting every day, lots of web applications. And in this module, we are learning how to hack them, actually. Like how to find the vulnerabilities, the weaknesses in web applications, how to manipulate them, how to use them, and how to exploit them. And we are working on OWASP Top 10. That's the one of the famous web application frameworks, we can say. Then at the end of this module, you will be able to get CompTIA Security Plus and Pentest Plus. These are actually really, really important and reputational certifications in cybersecurity. Like the only that you should write Security Plus in LinkedIn and check how many job postings with this one. A lot, I can say. It's a lot. And also Pentest Plus, it's about penetration testing. And if you want to work on penetration testing and the offensive side of cybersecurity, it's really important and nice certification, I can say. Next one, please. Security Operations Center, as I said, it's the core of defense side of the cybersecurity. So we are talking about Security Operations Center, how it works, how we manage it, and what are the components of Security Operations Center, because Security Operations Center contains lots of different components like the tiers in it, and we are trying to understand and manage it. For example, as I said, I'm working as digital forensics and incident response analyst, which is part of Security Operations Center, and I'm working as tier 3 in this field, I can say. Then we have two main tools in Security Operations Center. One is SIEM and the Security Information and Event Management tool, and the second one is EDR, Endpoint Detection and Response. Actually, when you check Gartner, that's one of the biggest organizations which evaluates the different tools and different companies. The Splunk and IBM QRadar as a SIEM solution is one of the biggest SIEM vendors and SIEM solutions all around the world. So, and in this, as part of SOC analyst module, you will be able to see how to use Splunk, how to manage it, how to use it in a real environment. And also in IBM QRadar, we have a great environment, test environment, which contains the real Windows devices, Linux devices, and the different components of IT environment. And we are learning how to manage QRadar, how to write the tool rules, how to detect the attacks with SIEM solution. Then we have malware analyzers. As you heard that we have malicious softwares which are used by the attackers to hack the organizations. And in this module, we are learning how to analyze them, how to understand them, how to reverse them mostly. DFIR, that's my field, digital forensics and incident response. In this one, we are learning how to manage the incidents, like when you got hacked, how you manage it. We are learning how you manage it, how to investigate the devices with the forensic analysis like logs, memory dumps, and compromised systems, and how to use the different tools like autopsy, volatility, and Wireshark, and different forensic tools. So that's the investigation of the compromised or hacked devices. And EDR, CrowdStrike, it's one of the most popular one. When I check Gartner, that's the top one. We are seeing how to use EDR, and actually the solution EDR itself mostly help monitor and respond to endpoint threats And it's really hot topic because when you check the different frameworks about cybersecurity, 80, maybe 90% of the threats is about endpoints. And with EDR module CrowdStrike, we are learning how to use it, how to investigate the different attacks, how to contain and mitigate the security breaches with EDR. And at the end of that, again, we have 2 certifications, CompTIA, Cybersecurity Analyst Plus, that's the defensive side, and it's really nice certification, I can say. And Splunk exam, that's about management of Splunk, how to use it, how to monitor environment and detect the threats with Splunk. That the exam is about that. Information security officer, the heroes behind of cybersecurity. I said that the reason is that information security side is mostly about the policy making, deciding the company policies about cybersecurity and procedures and all the things like the main ideas of how to protect the company, how to secure the company. And in this module, we have different topics. These are in German, unfortunately, but information security, that's the thing, right? Information security, information security management, and ISO 27001. That's one of the most critical certification in cybersecurity industry. The idea is that for most of the companies, the regulators expect you to have ISO, and that's because it's information security management system certification. And also in this information security officer module, you are getting the topics of the ISO 27001. We have actual concept of information security, and then NIS2 directive. It's the directive in European states, and it's mostly, it affects all parts of the European countries or EU countries, European Union countries around. And also we are seeing the details and components of NIS or NIS2 directive, and we are getting the details and context about that. At the end of that, we have another exam, another certification, to ISO exam, and that's the topic, that's the certification which contains all the topics in information security, and it's getting ready you to more about information security and the policy making side, I mean. Project and practicum, these are one of the most strongest sides or strongest side of our training. The reason is that these are real life or almost real life examples. For project module, we are having SOC analyst tier 1 practices, which is analyzing CrowdStrike, analyzing real incidents on EDR and managing them with the Hive. The Hive is the incident management tool. So with this project module lessons, we are examining, we are analyzing the real like incidents on our EDR solution in our test environment or project environment, actually we can say, and we are learning how to manage them, how to put them in a tool, and how to understand them in real environment. For SOC analyst tier 2, we are writing QRadar rules to detect the activities, threat actors, and incidents. And on these lessons, we are kind of detection engineers, which is mostly writing the rules, detect the threats, and detect the different incidents. And we are writing use cases on IBM QRadar for SOC analyst tier 2 part of the project module. Then I think we have practicum part? No. Okay. For practicum, also, as I said, it's internship module. At the end, we have agreements with some companies. You are getting the real components or real assets or real data from a real company, and we are doing the investigation, all the work together. Actually, mostly for practical module, it's a teamwork. You are doing everything with your teammates, but the thing is that you are working real life data from a real company. So that's really, I can say that I have been teaching maybe more than 4 years. That's really different from the other trainings. Like I've never seen that before eurotech study. I can say that. Next one, please. And cybersecurity roles. So here, as a result of all this training, it's 1 year training, as you know. It's very, very long time. And I mean, normally, if you get some trainings from some organizations, at most it takes 2 months, but 12 months means that you are learning everything. You are going to learn everything about cybersecurity from the beginning, from, you know what they say, zero to hero. That's the place to learn everything about cybersecurity. So what we have cybersecurity analyst, and as you know, with SOC module, we have EDR, SIEM, and all the components of Security Operations Center. That's one of the roles from defense side. IT security specialist and IT security consultant. These are mostly about how to protect the IT environment, how to harden the systems, how to give advices about more secure IT environments. Then we have cybersecurity engineer role. It's similar with IT security consultant, but it's one level up, I can say. Also, you are being advisor of the company to improve cybersecurity posture and teach how to protect the company. Vulnerability assessor, application security, junior penetration tester, and all penetration testing sites. These are mostly about working about vulnerabilities. Think like a hacker, how to hack the organization, and how to give advices to prevent the real attackers to hack the company. So in this side, we have application security, mobile and web. Also, we have web mobile penetration tester, junior penetration tester, and other penetration testing related fields actually. Then we have other opportunities here. Firewall administration, like how to manage firewall, how to configure it, how to protect company. Associate network engineer, how to configure routers and communicate the device in the company, how to manage the different devices and different subnetworks in your company. And systems administrator, how to manage servers, how to manage cloud environment, how to manage the workstations. I mean, anything in information technology environment. And also network administrator and support specialist. So the thing is that, like, for example, at the beginning of the course, you learned Linux systems, Windows, and network, and you said that, yeah, network administration is really good topic for me. You can be junior network administrator or network support specialist with this knowledge. Then you saw that also firewall, really good topic and really good tool. You can say that, yeah, I want to be firewall engineer or firewall administrator. You can be. Then you just see penetration testing side, and you can say that, yeah, penetration testing is really cool. I'm going to be network penetration tester. I will work on vulnerabilities, and I'm going to be vulnerability manager or management engineer. You can be. Then you see web application penetration testing. You can say that, yes, I'm going to be web application penetration tester, because that's another topic, and it's in this course content. And at the end, you see malware analysis, CMDR. You can say that I'm going to be cybersecurity analyst to prevent the attacks, or I can say that I'm going to be cybersecurity engineer and advise the company to protect their assets and IT environment. Yeah, all the roles at the end of this training, you can be anything that you see in this list. So that's a great opportunity actually. Like at the beginning of my career, I don't I didn't have that much option, so I chose being cybersecurity engineer. Then I moved incident response and digital forensics. But you have this opportunity actually. Yes, next one, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Soydan. I think
Yeah,
your
I
part
think
is over.
I talk a lot, maybe. Sorry for that, but I'm I'm really excited about talking about cybersecurity. So that's the reason. But it
Yeah.
was a nice opportunity. Thank you so much. Hope it was useful for everyone. And if you have any questions, please ask. We are here to answer those. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Soydan, for good explanations. Okay, let me try to summarize the remaining slides shortly. Then we have two graduated alumni actually. So, okay. This slide shows actually the certificates that you will get during the boot camp. As you can remember from the previous slides, at the end of each module, you will be given a voucher. People coming from job center who has a good shine, they will have the rights to get these exams. But for private students, you see the the exam fees actually here. But for students coming from job center, actually they don't need to pay for these exams. For each of these exams, you will get a certification. There are also some other certifications as well, actually. Here you see four certifications. The graduate certificate, this is the graduation certificate, and the other one is participation certificate, and there is a detailed list of topics that has been covered during the boot camp. And the third one is project certificate. Mr. Soydan mentioned a little bit about the details of the project module. This first three, graduate participation and project certificates are for private and the job center students. The fourth one is valid for only for job center students who has a good shine. So when we come to practicum section, actually, students coming from job center, they will be dealing with some projects in related companies. And then at the end of this practicum module, they will get this one. Okay, I want to mention also a little bit about the course environments. Actually, we have two different laboratory environments. One is euroTech lab, and in this lab we have IBM QRadar. This is a SIEM tool, and EDR cross-strike EDR we have, and the Hive is incident response platform. And for social engineering attacks, we use also GoFish server. So these are eurotech study lab environment. The other one, the other lab environment you will be given is TryHackMe vouchers. You will get two vouchers. Each one is for 6 months. So which means during the boot camp, you will have approximately 1 year premium membership for TryHackMe. TryHackMe is really a good platform, especially for beginners. The other course environments details actually, eurotech study has recently developed its learning management system. This is called Campus. And also in this learning management system, we have a help desk platform which students can raise their questions, and then they can request something that they might need. And also we have another module under this campus LMS. This is a career page. We have career program which lasts for 15 weeks actually. So this is also important. You remember in the beginning I mentioned about soft skills actually. This program will enable you to get the soft skills, because cybersecurity is not just technical issues. You should have soft skills. I think you can, yeah, you will ask maybe some questions about this soft skills as well, maybe to our guests. And also we have three different platforms. The big blue button is used for self-learnings. And during self-learning hours, you can work together with your colleagues, the other students in the course. And also during evening lessons, we use WebEx. And also the all recordings are available in this learning management system. For communication during the lessons and also all over the boot camp time, actually, yeah, we use Discord, as you know. Okay, now I think this is a good one, because why you should choose euroTech study. Actually, what makes us different from others. So choosing the right cybersecurity training program is crucial, actually, for career success. We provide a comprehensive foundational pen testing training. Normally, we provide this pen testing, especially for SOC and information security roles. And this will give you an idea, a kind of maybe attacker mindset. When you analyze the logs, for example, when you do your job in SOC environment, you will understand at least what the attacker has made, or yeah, which steps he may follow. So this is really a good advantage. But also, as I said, this is the pen test we give is a comprehensive foundation. But for people, for students who aspires for to go ahead in deep in pen testing, actually, we have also some other stuff. We have some colleagues, yeah, some graduated people who are working as pen tester in Germany. They also provide mentorship. They sometimes, yeah, we can organize short huddles and which platforms to be followed for these people, for these students, actually. This is also important. And also, as I said before, we give TryHackMe vouchers for 1 year, actually. This is also another good reason. And the other one, as Mr. Soydan mentioned in project module, actually, we prepare our students not only for tier 1 and also for tier 2 skills as well. Actually, this is really important. You can apply in some job advertisement. You will see that tier 1 and the tier 2 level skills are together explained in the job advertisement. So you can apply this type of stuff, this type of jobs, actually. And also, information security expertise is also really important. And in the one of the previous slides, you remember NIS2 directive. I think maybe after the election, this will be more important. And then because companies, maybe around 25,000 companies in Germany itself, they will require information security officer if this law is passed in the yeah, in the parliament. Actually, this is what we expect. Okay, and also we have small class size for effective learning, and it really allows more hands-on practice, and it facilitates comfortable question Q&A sessions for students, and it will be more interactive lessons. And also, we have too many, when you graduate, you will have too many opportunities to apply. As mentioned in one of the previous slides, yeah, you can apply, yeah, different type of job roles as well. Okay, now it's time to talk with our graduates. Okay, so maybe I think we can start with Mr. Enes. Mr. Enes, are you here?
Yeah, of course. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. It's good to see you here. Okay, yeah, it would be good to briefly talk about yourself at the beginning.
Yes, of course. You all can be here properly, right? Okay, let's begin. I'm Enes. I have been living in Germany for 5 years. Actually, I completed a law degree and then moved to Germany. And I have devoted myself to learning German for my 2 years in Germany. And in the meantime, I worked as a volunteer or participated in various social projects or so on. Actually, and then I have attended 1 year training of in the field of cybersecurity engineering in euroTech study. And while my course was continuing, actually, I have started to apply some application for some job application, and then I have been accepted in a bank, in Deutsche Bank in Frankfurt, and then I have started to work as a security operations center analyst, actually, especially threat detection and response analyst. But maybe after introducing, I will explain the details of what I have done until now. Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, that's all. I think it is necessary enough, right?
Okay. Did you have any IT background before the course?
Actually, no, I don't. I didn't have any IT background. As I said, I completed law degree, and then in the Germany, actually, my first my first plan was to work also in law field. But I changed, especially during the Corona time, I changed my mind and started to attend this cybersecurity engineering bootcamp. And then now I'm very happy to take this decision.
Okay. What did you enjoy or find most difficult about the course?
About the course, actually, my favorite part was that everything was well planned. I must admit, first of all, that. But I mean, actually, you feel that from the first day until the last day, everything was really detailed in detailed way, planned, and I just need to carry out what have been planned, which was really comfortable for a participant actually. Even in classes, a mentor always present before the class. You can ask every question that you have from previous lesson, and some laboratory opportunities like tracking solutions, or especially group work, for example, or weekly mentoring in soft skill area. They're really great for me, and I have profited all of them.
Okay, thank you. The last question might be, okay, what other advice would you give to new students?
Actually, there are a lot of advice to the potential
Yeah, the most
students.
important advice, let's say.
Yes, of course. Of course, my first suggestion, I really regularly attended the class almost every day, and my first suggestion actually was, of course, be a regular attendance and repetition. Repetition is also very important, especially if you are doing with your colleagues, and if you are discussing some topics, let's say from previous day or from 2 days ago, and then if you have anything unclear, and then you should ask your mentor, which is present in the middays. It was very great, and my first suggestion is to attend to all classes. Yeah, this is my first. Secondly, actually, in the markets, I have this is my third job, and in the markets, in the 2 years, in the market, the most important thing to have is to have a good communication skills. As long as you have a good communication skills, and if you ensure the employer that you are ready, you are appropriate candidate to be educated, to be trained in some field or in any area in the cybersecurity, and then you will get a great opportunity to be recruited. What I mean, actually, everyone know that okay, this is a boot camp which provides great education opportunity, but in fact, the real life, the real job life is very different, and they are of that the most important thing to be successful in during your job, to have a good communication. And that's way, from that reason, actually my second suggestion was to make some arrangements with your colleagues during this period, and to have some meetings with your colleagues in English or in German or whenever, wherever you are. This is the most second important thing. And sure, finally, let's say my third suggestion, actually practicing. As you and Mr. Soydan have already stated out, actually, most of us had really don't have any IT background, and we are starting from scratch, from fundamentals. And for us, the most important thing to repeat again, and to make the practical things that you learned during your class. This is also very, very important. In terms of practical class, you have some opportunity like tracking solutions, or as I said, a mentor. You can ask some question, and you can use the labor, for example, to realize an attack in IBM, or in, for example, to set up log in Splunk, how you set up or how you check, analyze the logs in from Splunk. You can all of them. You can practice all of these topics in the labor, in the eurotech labor, which is a real good opportunity. And this is my first advice to the all of the participants.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Enes. Thank you very much for your contribution. Okay.
Of
And
course, if you have another question, I can.
yeah, okay. When I get the questions from the participant, actually, yeah, I will direct each of you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, Daniel, you are also welcome. Can you also briefly talk about yourself at the beginning, and then, yeah, you can continue about did you have any IT background or not, and so on, actually. Yeah, the floor is yours, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Daniel Karanfilovsky. I'm 31. I have been living in Germany since 2019. Yeah, I came with nothing. And I would like to say about the background. So I'm a graduate manager for business logistics, and I have a master in business administration. So from IT perspective, I have a high school for computer automation and techniques. So this was, yeah, from 14 to 18 years old. And yeah, after I came to Germany, I worked some other stuff at the beginning, of course, and then eventually I got a recommendation from a friend. He was doing the course in eurotech, and this seemed like something that I would like to do in the future. So to create a future in this field seemed fascinating to me. So this is why I decided to take a cybersecurity course, and started studying in 2023. It took 1 year. I was working at the same time, so it was a little bit tough, but yeah, manageable, not impossible, I would say.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. What did you do during the course? You can mention a little bit about how you managed to self-study and self-learning hours and other stuff. I remember, I know you worked hard, actually. You are one of the students who uh, tried hard, but yeah, you can mention yourself.
yeah, of course. So yeah, I was working 3 till 3.5, Monday to Friday, and the course was from 6 till 10. Obviously, I was missing the self-studying hours. They were from 1:15 till 16:30, something like that. But I never made it. Also, the German lessons I didn't attend. But how I managed to keep up was after 10. I was usually staying after the sessions from 10 till 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning, and trying, at least I try to catch up with the other students.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
these were my self-studying hours.
Okay. And also weekend, I think you also worked a lot, right?
Yeah, on the weekends a lot, but I don't count that during the week. So this is what I did during the week. Of course, there are some subjects you needed to do some practical tasks, and that took a little bit more time. So this is what I usually did on the weekends.
Okay. How was the job application process and how did you get into this job? Can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, I would say that it was long. So it took me 5 months to find a job. So I sent more than 150 applications. So a lot of rejections. I kept applying every day, but never gave up. And eventually, I started receiving some positive answers. So there are usually 3 rounds, but I started receiving for first round. Then I started passing the first rounds, and I went into second, and then eventually at the end. So at, after all that ended, I had 2 offers, and it was a really tough decision which one to decide, because the first one was first and second level support. It was like IT service specialist, and the second one was directly into the cybersecurity field, like information security officer. So I made the decision to accept the second offer, even though it's in Frankfurt, but I have 3 days home office, so 2 days I'm in Frankfurt. I have good possibilities there, so yeah.
Okay. What did a job change add to your life? I think something
Eh,
should be different before.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, it added a lot of stability to my life, so I feel a lot more confident about myself. And yeah, this is a career that you can work on yourself and advance. So you're never at the same spot. So it's with the emerging threats in cybersecurity, so you need to stay up to date all the time. So it's a never-ending process. Once you get inside, so there is no going back.
Okay. How much did the education you received contribute to your finding a job?
I would say a lot, because while the knowledge and the skills were fresh, that's why I started applying during the end of the course. It was in April, so I got the job in September. But I never stopped learning during also after the course. So I was keeping myself up to date, staying on platforms like Try Hack Me, like Hack the Box, Ports Figure, etc. So otherwise, the knowledge gets away, and you end up empty. So yeah, it's really important to stay up to date with the emerging threats in cybersecurity. Uh, yeah, so I think that answers the question.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel. I have some questions. Maybe I can raise now. Then, one question is it possible to enter this sector without previous IT knowledge? I think Mr. Enes gave the answer for this. Yes, it's possible because we are starting from IT fundamentals and so on. Actually, as Mr. Soydan said, this is a kind of boot camp like zero to hero. Yeah, this is a kind of stereotype, I know, but yeah, this is what it is. Another question is a bachelor degree important? What do you think about this one, Daniel? The bachelor degree in computer science or
I would say definitely not, because as long as you are good at and interested in what do you want to become, so they are the employers, they are not looking whether you have a bachelor degree in information science, etc. So to them, it's important that you understand the foundational concepts of cybersecurity, uh, and just to get deep into the matter and be able to explain them with a lot of details, basically to understand what you are speaking about. So to know at all times what
Yeah.
So the basic definitions of cybersecurity. So there are a lot of stuff when you will get into interviews, but I would say to learn stuff like CIA triad, like I don't know, OSI layer. This is really important about network topologies, etc. Especially list. These were all, I would say, interview questions. So especially least privilege principle. So all of us top 10, they were asking what are the top 10, so you need to know them. Also, I don't know, to explain
Okay.
the
Yeah.
main difference between penetration testing and red teaming, etc.
Yeah. Maybe I can add something to this question actually. As you know, CompTIA Security Plus, this is one of the most important certification worldwide. I think this Security Plus certification is among the top 10 worldwide. And even with this CompTIA Security Plus certification, people are to apply for the job. So yes, then you are right. The bachelor degree, yeah, if you have, yeah, it should be nice, but if you don't have, it's not a matter. As long as you have enough technical skills and soft skills, yes, you can do that. Another question, what language level should it be? As far as I know, B2 and above, right? Is this right for getting a job in Germany?
Should I answer the question or?
No, this is what language level should it be? Normally, for example, when you apply a job, but maybe first I should ask which document level you have.
No worries. So I don't have a certificate in German, but
Hmm.
I would say that it's really important um, to communicate in German, to be able to communicate, especially about cybersecurity. So not about everyday activities. So even though I don't have a certificate, all the interviews were in German. So I thought that initially we were supposed to do this meeting in English, so that's why I initially started speaking in English. But yeah, I would suggest to the students to practice their German language skills because it's really important for the interviews. Nobody, because it happened in one interview to me that uh, I wasn't so prepared to explain some terms, some cybersecurity terms in German because I did the course in English. So and then I asked them the question, okay, can we switch to English because it's better to me to explain the terms. So even though I knew the term and what it was about, I wasn't yeah, I wasn't being allowed the chance to express myself into English. So this was a no. So I failed this interview, but yeah, I learned a lesson for the next interview. So you always learn something new from each interview.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you.
ca- can I also add something about this question?
Yes, of course, please.
Actually, the language level you have asked, it depends on the. First of all, I'm totally agree with what Daniel has already said. From the other, on the other side, actually, it depends on the what kind of company you are applying. I mean, in the consulting company, it requires really to have a high level English or German capability. But in in-house company, which don't provide any service to another, to external or so on, you don't need really high level English or German. And in German, of course, the German level, at least B2 is very, very important. But if you have in English, necessary English capability knowledge, and then it doesn't matter for companies because also in Germany the most important thing if you have an English and the most important thing you have already handled, I can say.
Okay, thank you. Another question I have is actually, is there an age barrier for cybersecurity? This question, yeah, Mr. Enes, Daniel, even maybe Mr. Soydan can also give answer. Yeah, is there any age barrier for cybersecurity to find a job?
Maybe I can give an example about that.
Yeah, please.
I had a student before. She was around 44 or 45, and she she was a physics teacher, but she decided to move the career to another way, and After the training with this training, similar training, she got the job when she was around 44, 45, and she was the first job about cybersecurity and got it from a bank, one of the biggest bank in Turkey. So I mean it's, as Daniel already said, it's about knowledge. If you can show that you know the thing and you can do the topic, you can do the things on the job, on the topic, it's okay. You can do it. I mean, so mostly I wouldn't say that it's a barrier in cybersecurity, at least for cybersecurity.
Okay, thank you. Okay, before I take Mrs. Könül to the floor, one more question before you leave, Mr. Soydan. Is there positive discrimination for women in cybersecurity? You are muted.
Yeah,
Can you?
yeah, I'm muted.
Okay.
Yeah, I think yes, nowadays, because like the industry, cybersecurity industry is evolving. At the beginning, it's like a man-white industry, but nowadays the companies are trying to hire more women, and mostly like maybe it's not about the companies, but also about the women, because the people just trying to get in the cybersecurity. Also, it might be effect, but yes, I can say there is a positive effect on that side.
Okay, thank you.
Can I
Okay,
follow up on this one, please?
Yeah, yes, please.
I would say that it depends on the company. So everyone is claiming that there is no discrimination, etc. But yeah, some companies still don't respect that. But at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, so this real life example, it happened to me. So I was into the third round of interviews. So it came up to uh, one one girl and me. So they needed to decide who will get the job. So this was the third round interview, and it didn't matter to them if it's a woman or if it's a man. So what mattered at the end was okay, let's say in this case it was the presentation skills and also how you manage to handle the interview on itself. So uh, just to know what we are speaking about. So what I mentioned before. So yeah, regardless. So just just know your stuff and you will get the job. So it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, now, Mrs. Könül, you are also welcome.
Hi,
Yeah, okay.
good evening.
Can you briefly talk about yourself, and then also you can mention about your job process. I know you are now in the middle of, you are waiting,
Yeah,
you are waiting the answer for your application. Okay, the floor is yours.
it's an honor to stand before you today as a proud graduate of EuroTech study. Just a short time ago, I was the new starter, excited, curious, and eager to dive into the world of cybersecurity. I have, as everyone said, I have no background in IT security or cybersecurity or IT. I have totally different background. My bachelor is oil drilling engineer, and my master degree is a project management. So, but I have every time I had passion to the IT security, and I found able to study. I'm happy to be a part of you and to be graduated from this course, because if you, I can say that if you find very professional place for improving yourself on this field, then you are in the right place. So without any background, I have no idea about everything before, but now I gained hands-on skills on SOC operations, on threat detection, on incident response, and SIEM tools like Splunk and QRadar. And it have to say it plays a very significant role during the interviews. Also, what you learn here, you will pass through the interview. They ask all the questions that you learned here. Now I want to be a ISMS, Information Security Management Officer. I'm applying for these jobs mainly. And when I'm talking about during the interviews that I know also Splunk, Curator, Metasploitable, uh, about everything that I learned here, they were shocked that how it's possible for 1 year to be so professional in this, because they are asking questions from Splunk, from Curator, from CITH, and from the all this, all from all these different spheres, because they are totally different fields inside of the IT, and I can answer all their questions, and they were shocked. And as a little uh, tip, I can say that try to take this ISO certificate, because it has a significant role now during interview and during application process. I found out that there are a lot of job offers on this certificate, and also Security Plus also have a significant role. And as for starters in the Germany, I can say that also, of course, German language plays a great role, because there are a lot of works with German language, but you can find not a lot such in German. With English, you can find not a lot opportunities. So I advise that it's better to, at the same time, to improve your language skills. And cybersecurity is a fast-moving field, and continuously learning is a key on this field, I can say that. And try to use all opportunities of this course, like labs, uh, all virtual tools. If you will have such opportunity, try to use all these opportunities. Try to do, even if it's a little step, but try to do anything daily, not stop yourself, and try to improve yourself. Try to do, everyone starts somewhere, and persistence will get you where you want to be. So,
Okay.
and
Yeah. Okay.
good luck.
Yeah. Actually, I remember you also worked hard, like Daniel and others did. Can you also
Thank you.
mention a little bit about what did you do during the course? For example, how many hours a day on average you studied, other than the evening lessons? Maybe, yeah, you can give some idea about maybe weekly hours, or maybe, yeah, how many hours per day, something like that, to give an idea for
Yeah.
the potential students.
Yeah, if they want to be trendy, they should work daily, every day, without any Sonntag, Samstag, without Sunday. I work if there is no any special day for me. I can say that I worked 7 days in a week, but sometimes 5 and 6, because it's not possible to be available every day on the week. But if I have no time, at least I did one room in the try hack me, or to do something for staying trendy, staying online on this job. So it's okay. As I said, as a continuous learning is a key in this field. And at the end, you find out that how you are skilled and how you are improved, and it will give a motivation to you.
Okay. The last question for you: what other advice would you give to students? Is there any other stuff that you can advise?
As I said before, try to use all opportunities from this course, because there are a lot of opportunities. There is a free custom laws, let's say. Try Hack Me Labs. and there is a very good rabatt discounts on the certifications. I got 7 certificates from this, and they are this significant. They are very important in the during the interview part, and try to use online another online sources to find out new trends, new attacks, new something from this field, and it will improve you better, and to try to stay in connection with your peers. If you have a question, just directly ask your mentors or your peers. It helps for improvement also.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Now, actually, I will continue a little bit because I need to explain some information about some other stuff as well. Then, when we come to Q&A session, yeah, we might have some other questions. Okay, then I will let, yeah, I will let you know the questions. Okay. This slide actually shows the materials that will be provided to students. Students coming with actually good shine. So yeah. Okay, and we give a laptop and a second monitor because this increase the performance during your learning and during your self-study. But these headphones, this will not be returned. This is a gift. And also for textbooks, either ebook or printed, you will get some textbooks according to your agreement. Okay. Okay, this is another useful information. Actually, students who wants to take this training voucher freely, actually, they should apply for the good shine. So actually, we don't recommend students directly go to the job center consultant before you visit or before you send an email to a job center. Actually, uh, I strongly recommend to contact with our guys, our technical guys. They will provide a lot of support because when you go to a consultant, you should have enough strong justifications and strong arguments that you can persuade the berater, job center berater, or in other words, job center consultant. So for that purpose, actually, our team, after you fill out the form on the web page of euroTech study, actually, you will be given an aptitude test based on general knowledge, and then our technical guys, they will give you an offer, and they will also prepare flyers for you and the results for the aptitude test. Then with this stuff, you will apply the job center, and then when you get this good shine, actually, you will send to eurotech study. So here, actually, yeah, you have contact information. This is Mr. Muhittin Kocher. He is the guy responsible this good shine process. Actually, yeah, you can directly uh, actually call him, or you can send an email. These are the contact information for good shine or any other questions you have after this webinar. Okay, because every question is valuable for us. So now we come to the Q&A session, and also let me check my box. Actually, okay. Normally, we are at the end of the planned, planned time slot, actually, but I think we can continue at least 5 or 10 minutes more. Okay. So the one question is, in which sector of the industry can I find a job when I finish this course? I think we gave the answer for for this question. You must remember the. Let me show you. I think also. Yeah, in this slide, Mr. Soydan actually he explained, and other than these roles, actually, yeah, you might apply some other, uh, yeah, some other roles as well. But yeah, you should actually, yeah, you should see mm, the details on, let's say, details on the job advertisement. Okay. The other question is about what should I do to make the course free? As I said before, yeah, you should receive good shine from the job center or Arbeitsagentur. So to receive this, you must receive unemployment benefits or social assistance. Yeah, this is actually according to the German law. And also, there is a question regarding the stagnation in cybersecurity domain now, actually. But I can say that, as I said before, the NIS2 directive, after the election, as you know, tomorrow is the day for the election in Germany. We think that actually in the near future, this NIS2 directive will be more important than before. So information security officer roles actually would be more important. So companies, maybe more than 25,000 companies, yeah, they have to hire some people related to SOC analyst and information security officer. Yeah, if you really want to know the details, maybe you can make some search on Google and yeah. Okay, the other question is how much are the monthly salaries? Okay, let me ask this question to Daniel. Daniel, can you give us an average in cybersecurity? How much are the monthly salaries? It can be
Uh,
brutto or netto. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this depends on the company and depends what you have negotiated. So but I would say
No,
that
no,
in
I
any
mean,
case,
if we want to give a kind of, for example, from 40 to 60 thousand per year, something like that.
yes, yes, okay, I would say average entry level job uh, between 45 and 50,000.
Okay, yeah,
This would be the average entry level job. I
yeah,
mean, cybersecurity analyst, penetration tester, maybe more,
yeah,
information security officer more. But like I said, it depends on the company and also on the position because some positions are being less paid at the beginning. But there is
yeah.
progress, of course, after 6 months or 2 years. So there is always progress.
Yes, actually, yeah. And also the city, the where the company is also important, I think, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, especially
Okay,
in Germany. Yes.
exactly. Okay, Mr. Enes, can you add something for this question? The average salary, do you want to say something?
Actually, no. I'm agree with Daniel, and only thing that I point out that I want to point out here for the first year, actually, for us, for all of us, as an entry job who is applying for entry job, the salary shouldn't be play a great role. Actually, I mean, for the first year. For all of us is important to gain some experience, some real experience, and then after that you can always have great progress in your as a salary or as another opportunity, education opportunity, training opportunity, or another vacation opportunity, or so on. But for the first year, actually really doesn't important, doesn't so matter how many you are gaining, I would say.
Okay, thank you. I think that's all we have. And okay, guys, do you have anything to add before I make closing remarks? Okay,
I have one more question.
yeah.
It's directed to Eurotech in general. So, is there a possibility for ex-students to work part-time for Eurotech, for example, like teaching assistants, like I don't know, like is because I read something on Discord the other day,
Yeah,
so I was just
yeah,
wondering
yeah.
if it's
Actually, it's
possible.
possible. Yeah, as you said, there is an announcement in each Discord channel. Yes. Yeah, everyone, every alumni who graduated from eurotech, yeah, they can apply for this position. There are different actually available posts, not only teaching assistant, also web developer and other office staff, etc. Actually, yeah, yeah, I can recommend. This is also released on graduated student channel on Discord. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, good, thank you. Good
Okay, in
question.
that case, is it possible for you to stay a little bit on the meeting after everyone is away to discuss this with more details,
You
maybe?
mean after we complete this webinar meeting?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of
okay,
course.
yeah, okay. Okay, guys, thank you all for joining today's webinar. We hope this session has given you valuable insights into cybersecurity path. If you have any additional questions or need further assistance, feel free to reach out us directly. Okay, so as you see on the slide, we have key contact information. You can write an email or you can directly call Mr. Kocher, okay? And then you can also visit our web page and you can get some other information if you want. Okay, here are the final words. I can say cybersecurity is a high demand field, and this training can open doors to exciting career opportunities. We look forward to supporting you in your cybersecurity journey. Okay, but I can say this is really a long and demanding journey. Yeah, it will open new doors, yes, but you should be ready to work hard, as our graduated students has mentioned actually. Okay, feel free to stay in touch via this WhatsApp or email or our website. Okay, thank you for all of you, and see you in maybe next webinar.